Hey everybody, Anathema for Spirit of Metal, and we are in Los Angeles, California with Vincent from Anathema. How are you doing today?
Hello Anna, how are you doing? I see
okay.
You've gone for the skull motif as well. Like. Have you seen that? I've got little skulls.
Oh, see, even earrings. Earrings.
Yes. Very metal.
Very metal. So you are doing the first ever North American tour. Is it anything like you thought you would be?
I think it's better to not have expectations for these kind of things, you know, so that if it goes really well, it's a great surprise, and that's exactly what's happened. I guess somehow I always knew that our music would carry so well over here, and it's got an appeal that American audiences would love. It's rock music, you know, and it's very emotive music. So I think there's a lot of people over here who connect with that kind of thing, and for me this has been like a complete eye opener. So we're still a bit green actually, you know, behind the ears, because we're like every day we're like really excited about the new place we're going to. Every day there's a new reference point, you know. So like if we're in, you know, obviously Seattle or something like that, you know, or San Francisco or Los Angeles or New York or Chicago or Minneapolis, so all of these places, they've all got some kind of significance, a reference point from a movie or a band or something that we know, a song even. So that's what we've been doing. We've been milking it, really, drinking the atmosphere in like the whole way around. Like for example, when we were pulling into Seattle, we were playing Nirvana and Angelo Badalamenti, you know, on the speakers, so we could just feel what it was like, you know what I mean? But fantastic, really. It's really enjoying it. Favorite tour, and I think it's going to be a priority for us in the future. So we have to come back.
Actually, was one of my questions. So this is something you're not planning to take all this time again to come back?
No. It's actually that's what I was saying. I think we need to make it a priority. I think that I would like to do that. You know, it just seems perfect for us, this place. So we need to prioritize it. You know, when we make the new record, we'll come straight back here, and then whenever we can get back. You know, as soon as possible. But it was always one of those things where you need the first tour to happen, and you've seen like, you know, this amazing theatre, like, you know. So I think it's quite successful. So we can definitely do it. So our plan at the moment is to make another record in. We're going to start this year in December.
Okay.
We finish that early next year and then come back.
Oh, great.
So we'll see. We're actually going to be playing in the Progressive Nation at Sea, the cruise, which leaves from Miami, goes to the Bahamas and back in mid-February. And there's all kinds of cool people on the bill, like Devin Townsend and Van Giesberg and King's X.
Okay.
Transatlantic, and I think Mike Portnoy is kind of curating it. So it looks like a really good event.
Nice.
So that's next, really.
Okay.
Album and then that, you know.
Okay. Okay, and just I have to ask, what took you guys so long to come here?
I think it's just one of those things where, you know, you need to have quite a few things in place, you know. In the past, we didn't have such a great distribution network, and a lot of our CDs were on import. And I don't know, it just started. We were working with a new agent over here. He started to make some plans, and I guess you've got to wait for the right package, the right time. So there's a number of things really, but I don't know what. I don't really pay attention. I'm just glad we're here. Okay. And I hope we can come back as quick as possible. So.
Okay. You just released a DVD like a few weeks ago. Yeah. It's a live concert DVD. It has this beautiful theater where you play at. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Yeah, the theater was an ancient Roman theater in the second city of Bulgaria in Europe, a place called Plovdiv. And we played with the Philharmonic Orchestra of Plovdiv, which was 36-string orchestra. And it was at night in this amazing setting. So if you imagine like kind of an ancient Roman amphitheatre at night, you know, it was lit up, you know, all the statues and columns, things like this. And it was months and months of preparation, a huge budget, massive crew. It was directed by Lassie Hoyle, who worked with Stevie Wilson and Porcupine Tree quite extensively, also Catatonia and so on. We put so much planning into it. We worked with our string arranger Dave Stewart to adapt the strings for the live setting, because we didn't want to do the same thing as a lot of other rock bands have done in the past, where they just play exactly as they normally play and then have the orchestra over the top. That wasn't quite as it was going to work, you know. So with our music, the last 4 albums have been made with an orchestra, so it was natural for us to explore that.
Okay.
And that was the next step, really. And it looks stunning. Last night, actually, I just saw the special edition for the first time, and I'm really, really proud of how it looks. It looks really beautiful, and that's the 4-disc special edition. It's really fantastic. Probably the best thing we've done, really. You know, in terms of packaging, and you know, it looks really special.
Okay. Now, well, talking about metal, I have to ask about metal audience. You guys haven't really been playing like extreme metal for quite some time. You shifted to something a little different, but your metal fans are still present every concert. I saw you guys in Hellfest a few years ago.
Well, there's still a darkness to our music, and there's still like some intense emotion, you know. So I think that's what people recognize, you know, like that's what metal was all about. It's about passion, you know, and about that intensity, and that's still there in our music, you know. So people get it, and obviously because we come from that in the first place, people are still interested in what we're doing, and I think people respect the fact that we've always done our own thing, and we never switched style to become more popular or anything like that. We just have made the music that we had to make all the time, and our evolution is as natural as anything, really. So people respect that, you know, because in order for us to stay playing metal, that wouldn't have been honest of us, you know. So it's better to be honest, you know. Yeah, and I think, you get more respect that way. So.
Okay, and then do you still listen to metal?
Not really.
No?
I still listen to Voivod now and again. That's probably my favourite metal band of all time. So inventive, you know, so different. Voivod, and of course, like, you know, there's certain albums which are always classics, which I'll revisit now and again, but not much, really. I like Into the Pandemonium by Celtic Frost. I think that's a classic of all time. And Metallica's 3rd album, bits of the 4th. I like, obviously, I like some of the early stuff, you know. We started off as pretty much like thrash influenced kids, you know. So yeah, it's just part of adolescence, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And talking about future now, you just released a new album last year and released a DVD this year. What are you going to focus on now? You said you're going to record a new album.
Yeah. After this tour, we're heading to Central and South America to do a few shows there, which is going to be cool. And then after that, we're home for like a week. We've got an acoustic tour, because we also tour as an acoustic band, which is a completely different thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's done with loops and with effects and samples, and like it sounds unique. It doesn't sound like a regular acoustic gig. So we're doing that for a couple of weeks in Europe. Then we've got some more writing, some more pre-production. Then we start the first session in December. Run up until Christmas, finish it in January, mix it in February, go on the cruise, and have fun.
You should go to 70,000 Tons of Metal also. Why not? You know.
Well, we never got asked.
Oh,
they never asked us. The Progressive Nation people asked us, so fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And now just kind of the last question I always ask in all interviews: any messages for the Spirit of Metal viewers?
Stay metal, obviously, and stay true to yourself. You know.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
Cool.
And I feel